I said, thank God for it. I picked them up. I was so happy. She was so beautiful. Both as a couple, they were so beautiful. Their energy was amazing. They are my little babies, and everything is appreciated. I would say more having direct contact with my customers. I keep them for my cosmetic treatments. I'm leaving now from my shop. Wow, it's so good to get some fresh air. I've been here since the morning. I've been sewing. It's now 11 o'clock and I'm having a meeting not far from here, 10 minutes in walking distance. Entschuldigung. I will be going to Cafe Schwarzenberg. Just checking the door. I will be having a coffee there. I have a meeting, planning to stay for about 1 hour. Then I will return to the shop, continue the work. Busy, crazy day. It's Monday. Usually on Mondays I would take off. Who likes Mondays? The street is full of construction sites. They are repairing or changing the pipes. Not easy to walk. And nobody is allowed to park here until 5 o'clock. But yeah, I'm not too affected by it because I'm traveling by train. I've already announced that I'm going to be 10 minutes late. My appointment is scheduled for 11 o'clock. I've reserved a table, a window table.
Former neighbor of me.
I'm so tired. I guess it's 2 o'clock now. I feel sleepy. I had a coffee there. I enjoyed the calm atmosphere at the cafe. Usually it's crowded, filled with tourists, with locals. It's very appreciated. The coffee is good. The cakes are delicious. But today it was quiet and nice. And I so much enjoyed walking there. It's only 10 minutes from here, 10 minutes back. So 20 minutes in fresh air. It was so good. I came here at 8 in the morning. I slept just a few hours last night because I left at 10:30 p.m. on Sunday night. People were going to concerts or returning from concerts, different events, and I was returning from work. Because I've started working on this bag at 7 p.m. I couldn't finish it. Custom orders always take me longer. I always underestimate it because I always want to offer something in addition. When I have something ready, there it is, it's ready, but I'm listening to my customers' wishes or needs, and the lady is so nice, and she told me that she cannot find her things in the bag that she has, and she would like to have some pockets. This bag anyway comes with pockets, but in addition I've made another pocket for her mobile phone, so she only knows about the big double pocket inside, and I'm going to surprise her by showing her that she has a third pocket. And I did this strap with the hook. I've been sewing it in because I'm sure it's going to be very practical for her kids. She's going to find her mobile phone, her keys. I know that I am always looking in my bag for those two things because yeah, I need them all the time. I'm commuting for 1 hour and 1 hour one way and I always want to have my phone in my proximity, or simply to leave it in a place where I can easily reach. You see, I'm doing bags for my my customers, but I didn't have time to do one for me. I will do it. And what's very interesting, what I've noticed, I created the market bag in two different colors, in dark green and in blue. And people are stopping by, they are looking at the window, they are all in the window there. And when they buy one or they order, if they have some special wishes, they order one of these two colors. I'm showing them, or I'm telling them, look, I have other patterns, I have beautiful, gorgeous options in linen or cotton. They say, oh, so nice, but they only purchase the blue or the green. Anyway, I guess today I will be starting to sew in other fabrics, simply to open their appetite. I love them so much, and it takes quite a time. I'm pre-washing all the natural fibers fabrics. Sure, I'm not pre-washing silk, but I'm pre-washing cottons, linens, most of the time wools. I have a bunch of fabrics at home. I will be bringing them tomorrow. Others are here. I think they are very practical, the size as well, but I will be doing some in a bigger size. They are not heavy. They have a good weight. When I returned from the cafe, I was so hungry. I wanted to eat something there, but I was invited, and the person told me, please choose anything you wish, but I didn't feel hungry. And as soon as I stepped here, I got so hungry. I had to run to my neighbors to buy a sandwich. Then I had something sweet in the fridge. And although I had this energy, now I'm still feeling sleepy. I'm happy that I managed creating it, because I didn't realize that I was out of the blue fabric. The lady placed the order, she gave me a prepayment, and after she left, I checked my fabrics and I realized that I only had a little piece. It was a little shock because I didn't want to contact her to say, look, I'm out of the blue. I didn't want to disappoint her. So the next day I went to my fabrics supplier and I told him that I need the blue. He said, we are very sorry, but we don't have the blue left, just the green. Although he said that I don't have it, I've started looking on the shelves. When I wanted to give up, when I wanted to leave, I placed my hand between two fabrics and I found 1 meter of the blue. I said, thank God for it. On Friday, I went to the farmer's market, and again I found beautiful flowers, beautiful roses, fresh garden roses. I picked them up. I was so happy. It was very warm on Friday, so I let them in the sink outside of the shop to refresh. And while I was there, somebody came in the back. Sure, the shop is opened when it's opened and my customers, of course, they enter, and this person said, look, my wife is waiting for you in front. We are tourists from Mexico. We are going to stay just for a couple of days in Vienna, and we very much want to buy something from you. And the lady, she was so beautiful. Both as a couple, they were so beautiful. Their energy was amazing. And she tried immediately, she tried 2 of my jackets. She decided to buy the longer one, and they had a special request. They asked me to replace the buttons because they would like to have traditional Austrian buttons made out of Hornknöpfe. I don't know the English word, but I'm going to write it here on the screen. And he also asked me as a special little favor to sew in a button in a heart shape, so a horn button in the heart shape inside the jacket. Of course I did it. The next day I went to my supplier to buy the buttons because I didn't have 7 of them. It always takes so long to procure everything. It takes me 2 to 3 hours. I also don't live in Vienna, so it's not so easy. It takes 2 to 3 hours to get to my suppliers, to find everything I need. I downsized the jacket from 38 to size 34. It was so much work. I had to open everything. The jacket is lined with silk, and it took me 10 hours to achieve the right size. It was like a marathon because I had to deliver it on Sunday. They left this morning at 6 a.m. I left it at the reception of Imperial Hotel where they were staying. And one of the employees saw the jacket because I wrapped it in a transparent cover. He said, "Wow, Vishen." And these are the moments that give me so much strength, energy, motivation when people appreciate what handwork is. I'm giving a lot of my love and energy in it, and I like when people see it, and it makes me happy. I vacuum cleaned just now. I see some dust on the furniture. I can see it more since I'm working here because the furniture is dark. So I will be wiping off now the furniture. Then I guess I will be having another coffee or sparkling some soda, some sparkling water or soda. I will check my fridge. Then I will play something on YouTube, maybe Coffee House Crime. I also love Bella Fiori or Daniel Christie, I guess is her name. And whenever a customer will come in, I would stop it and play the Parisian playlist on Spotify. I have a few of them. A lot to do. The week just started, but I guess on Wednesday or Thursday I will be taking off. I will be working from home, editing some videos, taking it easy. Yeah, today is Monday, busy. I don't know when I've been filming last time. As far as I remember, it was in the shop. So much has been happening lately, work related. I've been working so much. It's usual that after or before a holiday to overwork, and I've been doing a lot. I lost track of the time. Today is Wednesday, it's midweek, and usually midweek I would consider it as my weekend because during the weekend I would be in the shop, I would be at work. Most of my customers are working from Monday to Friday, and I want to be available for them during the weekend. That's no problem because I enjoy being at home also on a Wednesday or Thursday or Monday. I always say this is a little luxury to be able to also work from home during the week. I've been doing a lot in the morning. It's 1 p.m. I'm taking a coffee break. I've been doing the laundry. I've been washing many curtains. I like to wash them in the summer, of course, to get dry very quick. But sometimes I would also wash them late autumn to have them fresh for Christmas, for the winter holidays. And I've been washing also other things because I still had some garments from my trips, from my previous trips that were waiting their turn to be cleaned, to be washed. I'm very particular also with the clothes, my clothes, because I'm dividing them into categories: the wools, the silks, linen or cottons. Some of them I would wash by hand and they need a little bit longer to dry. I'm also washing some fabrics that I'm working with at the moment. I always pre-wash the fabrics. It's very good for the longevity of the final piece. And I've been also spending some time at the table there. It is my first garden table that I've ever had. I'm living here in this house since 4 years and I've never had a chance to spend time in the garden. I think in 4 years it happened 3 or 4 times when I had friends over, but otherwise I didn't have time, and I want to make it possible. I want to spend more time here, and I've started with this garden set. The garden has been trimmed twice already. It has been insanely wild. It is anyway wild. It looks like a little park. I want to keep it this way. I've just had an oats cookie baked by me yesterday with some yogurt, natural yogurt. This is what I prefer. Coffee here, fresh tap water, and later I will be having the other half of the pizza that I baked yesterday late in the night. I've made the pizza con frutti di mare. It's very good, it's delicious, and I will be having it later. I told you I've been working so much lately. I would usually wake up at 7:30, 8:30, take the 9 or the 10 a.m. train to Vienna. I am commuting about 1 hour each way, so in total between 2 hours and 10 minutes to 2.5 hours a day. But I take advantage of the time being in the train to write emails or to simply read and relax. And I would take the 10:30 or 11 p.m. train back home, go to sleep at 1 in the morning. That's very intense, but it's okay. I'm doing a lot at the moment, but later this summer I have some trips planned, and I'm so much looking forward. I'm going to tell you with another occasion why I decided to travel more. It's related to the pandemic shock, and out of this shock actually came something good. I realized that I can balance everything much better. For example, I don't have opening hours. I am during the weekend in the shop or sometimes even 7 days a week, but I don't have opening hours, and that's fantastic. And I also don't have employees. I've never had employees, and I congratulate myself for that because there is no pressure on me. Everything is up to me. There are no additional costs, no additional worries. Of course, an employee would help a lot, but I'm trying to keep everything within my own personal limits, and this is great. This is fantastic. My profession since 17 years this autumn, so autumn 2023 I'm going to celebrate 17 years, and it has been a great decision, great choice to not have additional obligations. First of all, financial obligations, different responsibilities. I'm very sensitive when it comes to my customers because I want to offer my best. And what I create, I always say, they coming out of my hands, coming out of my soul. They are my little babies, and everything is appreciated. I would say more having direct contact with my customers. Of course, that limits me a lot. I cannot do a lot. I cannot create quantities. I cannot earn very much. But I'm very happy. I'm very pleased and at peace having this system, having this philosophy. It feels absolutely amazing to see tourists coming to Vienna after such a quiet time of over 2 years. I would say that Vienna was missing tourists. I've noticed that the most because my shop is located not far from the Atelier Palace, and now it's such a difference to last year or to 2 years ago, or of course 2020 was a disaster. And the great thing now, what's happening now, tourists are more open in buying locally made products. I've never sensed it that much before, in particular now, starting with springtime and during the summer. Tourists are having an open eye and heart in buying locally made products, design, fashion in my case, and I'm so delighted. My door is opened. Sometimes they don't buy anything, they just want to see how I work. Everyone is welcome. Yesterday a lady came in, she was very excited. She said her name is Letizia, and she bought a leather scrunchie on the spot. She put it on, she paid, left. Told me that she came for Bruce Springsteen's concert, that she came from Italy, and it was such a funny, fast encounter. Another lady wrote me on Facebook, on Messenger, that she has been staying in bed for 2 months, and when she came out of the house after 2 months, she had a little accident. She saw a shirt in my window, a white silk shirt with little dots. You might think little dots, but little hearts, and she said she needs a lot of love and she would like to buy the shirt. People are buying thoughtful, purposeful, and it brings a lot of joy in my heart. I've been doing many market bags. I call them market bags. They attract a lot of attention. People are stopping to have a look at them, women, men, and what they appreciate a lot is that I offer different sizes, the sizes that they wish, but also extras. Tomorrow I will take you to my shop. I will show you some of the bags that are still in the shop. I still have many fabrics, and I wish to distance myself from leather, from working with leather. I will keep doing leather accessories, but I reduced it by 80%, so I will not create many leather pieces. Leather is beautiful, but I've always felt that it's not right, it's not fair. It's beautiful, but it's not right. And I want to put more emphasis in creating textile bags. Now I will be finishing the coffee and I'll be going up in my bathroom because I wish to wax and shape my eyebrows. I will show you how I do it. In the morning I've made a facial, homemade facial, because I don't have time at all to go to any cosmetic salon. Of course, it's really nice to have somebody doing all the beauty treatments, all the good stuff, but I cannot afford it financially, but also time-wise. With me, it would be double because paying for the treatment and then paying with my time that I would be at work, time that I would invest into my profession, into my job, into keeping the shop. I would rather I would rather save it and do as much as I can here at home. When the time will come that I will have more time, I think a nice luxury would be to go to a cosmetic salon, to a spa when you travel. So not necessarily in the city you live, but whenever you travel, to book an appointment. I think it feels great. I will be doing today also my nails. They had a break from nail polish. I like to offer breaks. I was recently again at Imperial Hotel and I felt a little bit awkward that they were not done. Those are worked hands. I so much appreciate worked hands on everyone. I have a soft spot for new mothers' hands. I'm always looking at the hands. They are so full of love and magic. I'm not a mother, I don't have children, but when I see a new mother, I'm looking at her hands and I feel like I wish to kiss them. I also like hands of farmers. I like hands of artists, of writers, and now is the time for my hands to get some care, and my eyebrows. This morning I had a very soft, gentle peeling. My skin is hypersensitive. After that I had my skin steamed. I stayed over the steamer for 5-6 minutes. I love it. After the steamer I cleaned my skin with conditioned baby wipes. They are from Lancino. From them I'm also using the nipple balm. I use it for my lips. It's amazing. I never do a face mask twice because I simply forget the recipe. I like to try many things, and today I've been using spirulina powder, clay powder, some enzymes powder that I got at the drugstore, some drops of olive oil. I found an amazing one. It's very silky, it doesn't smell, it's so good for the skin. It's so soft. I don't feel it. It penetrates so fast into my skin, and I like to use it on my face. I opened the bottle just a few days ago. It was very expensive, but I always say no matter how expensive an olive oil is, it's much cheaper than a good cream. I added some drops in the face mask, some shea butter, pure shea butter. It's great, it's great. And I was too lazy to get some yogurt from my fridge, to go downstairs get yogurt. I simply added some water, mixed well. I left the mask for about 10 minutes on my skin, rinsed my face with a tiny cloth that I've been sewing it 2 or 3 years ago. I so much like it. It was simply a test. It was a test. I got to a specialized store in Vienna, specialized on bio fabrics, and I found this hemp made, produced in Austria. I got just half a meter, and I've been using this little wipe. I don't even know how to call it, wipe or towel, ever since. When it's dry, I use it for peeling. It's so refreshing, so good. Then I wiped again my face, because no matter how good you wash your face, you might have some green bits. I also like to add all the products that I would use on my face, on my neck as well, and a little bit lower. Then I've used a toner that I recently bought as well. I was not a big fan of toners because my skin being very sensitive, after the first time I was using it, I was getting many spots. But then I said, no, I have to insist it. Even if I get some spots now, this toner has to be amazing. And I was right, because after 3-4 days, the spots disappeared. And the toner gives such a refreshing feeling on the skin. I applied olive oil, just 2-3 drops. Sun lotion protection for babies and children 50+. Now I will be ungreasing the area here. I will be waxing my skin here. I've never used, I don't know how to call it, permanent hair removal, laser hair removal. I've always been using wax since I was 15 on my body, my arms, underarms, legs, bikini area. I am doing a lot at home, or whenever I go to Romania, I will go to a salon. They are highly specialized on waxing, and I'm afraid to use the permanent hair removal. I've heard and seen horror stories for people with my skin tone, with darker pigments. So you have to be very careful. And I've asked an experienced cosmetician, and she said stay away from it. This is a pot, it's a very good one. They are made to melt chocolate, but I'm using it for the wax. Of course, I don't use the same wax for other parts of my body. That's very important. So I have pots in different sizes. This roller, this jade roller, was getting a bit dangerous for me yesterday. I've been using it, I was feeling so sleepy. It was 7 in the morning. I've been using it on my face, and this stone flew away, and I rolled my face with this metal. It stuck here. I was bleeding. It was crazy. I was happy that it didn't come into my eyes. But please be careful. If you have a similar tool, be very careful. I will not be using it again. I'm having this one, and yeah, it's great. It's safe. I guess it's a matter of the price as well. So if you have a more expensive piece, it should not happen. That's before. I forgot to mention, I will be trimming the longer hairs. I never eat sushi with the sticks, but I keep them for my cosmetic treatments. Do it on small areas, practice a lot, or simply don't do it. Precision is very important. Always leave enough space between the wax stripe and your eyebrow, otherwise you'd risk losing your eyebrow. The wax should not be too soft, it should not pour on your eyebrow. I will go to the big mirror to see it better. I'm done with my eyebrows. Sometimes I would dye them, but I decided not to do it today. I will be doing it in 5-6 weeks from now. I use the calming lotion. It's very good here around my eyebrows, on the cheeks, and around my mouth where I've been waxing. I finished my nails as well. Everything took under 2 hours. I would say 2 hours because I have to pack everything here on the table. On a side note, I would like to mention something. I told you that I've started using the olive oil a few days ago. I'm very pleased with it. I love it. First of all, because it's very light, it's very silky, and it doesn't smell. But of course, I'm also having face creams, face serums. I mostly buy them from Dance. Dance is a chain of supermarkets. I like to say that they are selling fairer products. Their products do very good on my skin, on my sensitive skin. I would also buy from different pharmacies or plant-based shops, especially when I go to Romania. I love to buy products from there. They are excellent. And I like to alternate. I like to alternate shea butter or the olive oil with a classic cosmetic product. Another thing that I would like to mention, I never in my life had any Botox or fillers. I don't know the specific terms. I'm having some white hairs in my eyebrows since I was 29. I was just about to become 30 and I saw my white hairs. I'm embracing my age. I'm embracing my white hairs. Sure, I'm not judging anyone that is deciding to use those procedures. It makes me a little bit sad when I see very young people with 20, 25 men, women using them, but it's their life, it's their body, it's their choice, and my choice is not to use anything of such. This is what I find good on my body, but whatever you find good. I'm so happy that I have half a day ahead of me. I have so many things to do. First of all, I will be going now in my little office to set up my new mobile phone. I've ordered it on Sunday and it arrived on Monday. Although they said that I will get it on Wednesday, I was so surprised that it came so fast. I had or still have a very good phone, but I dropped it twice on the floor, on a concrete floor. Usually I would use the cover, but I took it off to take some photos and it broke twice. Once I fixed it, now the second time I said it makes no sense, it costs too much, so I've ordered a new one and I will be doing a special bag where I can carry both phones with me because I have 3 different SIM cards. I know it's crazy. I will be telling you more in one of the next videos. I'm not taking phone calls, for example, since many years. Everyone knows it already. I've also mentioned it on my website. I don't take phone calls, only by strict exceptions. Of course, I'm in contact with my family, but when it comes to my customers, I'm only communicating through text messages, WhatsApp, Instagram Messenger, emails. They also come to my shop, they don't need to write me, and this decision changed my life, simplified my life. I can work more productively and I can keep my mind more clear. I will be telling you more about this in one of my next episodes because maybe it will inspire you to also reduce the phone calls. Tomorrow I will be taking you with me to Vienna, to my shop, to show you some of the designs that I've been sewing lately. I will leave you here. Kiss.